Assalamualaikum and greetings everyone. My name is Heazry Amri bin Muhammad Azli, and today I would like to share with all of you Queen Catherine de Medici of France. Who is she, you might ask? Why should I know her? What makes me choose her as the topic of my presentation? Well, she was known by many names: the Black Queen, the Queen of Festivals, the Merchant's Daughter, and the most famous one, the Serpent Queen. As someone that reads about her a lot, her wit, her cunningness, and her will to survive have inspired me to share with all of you that no matter the odds, you must never give up. Her ascension as queen was not an easy path to tread, but nevertheless, she navigated through it carefully and gracefully. In this presentation, I shall share with you her backstory before her queendom, her rise to queenship, and the things she did to preserve her power as queen. Now let's start on her backstory before her queenship. Now she was born in Florence, Italy, to an Italian duke and a French noblewoman. This future queen's life sparkled with promise. Tragically, her father, Lorenzo de' Medici, succumbed to syphilis, and her mother, Madeleine de la Tour d'Auvergne, fell victim to the plague within a month of her birth. So she was left as an orphan. She confronted numerous trials, including being taken hostage and becoming a target on the bounty board due to her legacy as a Medici. Despite these challenges, her sharp mind and her cleverness shielded her from imminent dangers. Upon reaching adulthood, her uncle, Pope Clement VII, extended his care, and soon after, he embarked on a quest to secure her a suitable match. Suitors flocked to the court of the wealthy heiress, but the Pope, he aimed for a royal lineage, as wealth alone did not suffice. The French king, Francis I, proposed his second son, Henri, the Duke of Orleans, as a match for the young Catherine. Both parties embrace the proposal eagerly. Thus begins her journey as queen. The wedding was extravagant. Henri even jousted for Catherine, but after the wedding, Henri showed little interest on Catherine, and she saw very little of him for the first 3 years, including she faced a lot of challenges at court as queen, including her husband's infidelity and a powerful mistress, Diane de Poitiers. Some of the French court set to uproot her from being queen, but she schemes her way through by intelligence and her eagerness to please. She successfully mothered 10 children but became a widow after Henri's death. She holds major power when she took on the role of regent to his young son that was thrown as king, as she pulled the strings behind the throne. She navigated through political complexities and threats by overthrowing his husband's influential mistress, Diane de Poitiers, out of the French court, and from there, her mission is to preserve her hard-earned position. So, what did she do to preserve her power? She manipulated the powerful noble families to stay loyal to her son's reign, and she also established her own spy network consisted of her ladies-in-waiting to gather information around the court to be used accordingly, to blackmail or to be used against her enemies that dares to challenge her. And she called them her flying squadron. She took advantage of the religious conflicts that happened during the time. She pitted the most influential houses to an unending conflict so that people would divert their attention to the conflict rather than questioning her role as a regent. Pitting her rivals against each other, she had emerged seemingly above the fray. But with great power comes great obstacles. Across France, she was not the most respected regent for a number of reasons. Firstly, the French, they didn't like the fact that she was a woman and was pulling the strings behind the monarchy. But also she was seen as a foreigner, and this upsets many. At the time, the law in France had outlawed women from taking the throne, and this makes an issue makes things worse, as France had been at war with Italy for a number of reasons, and many people across the nation disliked the Italians. The Medicis were seen as Machiavellian political manipulators and schemers, and many feared that Catherine, as she was from this family, would be the same and would be cunning. But nevertheless, despite her controversies, she championed arts and culture and creativity at her court. All she did was to protect her ambition, her children, and her life. Her stumbling would mean death for her. All in all, she left a powerful legacy for us, the current generation, to admire and take note to. And she showed me that with determination, manipulation, and knowledge, one can shake the world through its core. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day.